What's going on, YouTube? My name is Tyler, the Dividend Stock King. Welcome back to my channel. And before I begin, I am not getting any financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and this video just for fun. This is all my personal opinion. Now, this channel talks about investing, and how investing is very important to your kids. And I believe that every kid should have some kind of an account, a savings account, a 529, a brokerage account, something that you could put a little bit of money in, $5 to $10, and let that grow for 20 plus years. This part is more about financial literacy. Financial literacy falls under the umbrella of investing, right? Financial literacy. It's your job, in my personal opinion, it's your job to teach your kids financial literacy. If you have kids, it's your job to teach your children financial literacy. I just seen a video of a lady who got a car loan, a Durango. It cost like $8,000. They charged her $24,000 for the car. She's paying $76 a month at a 24% rate, right? And she signed it not knowing that she couldn't really afford it. And she gets paid every week, and that takes to her checks a month. So 2 full checks go right to the car. She signed a car for 24% interest rate. Now, you should teach, if you don't know finances, I'm not saying your kids should be financial wizards. Teach your kids the financial loopholes. All I'm saying is you should teach the kids the basics. The basics is, what is an interest rate? The higher the rate, the more you're going to pay. The lower the rate, the less you pay. You teach your kids the basics of financial literacy. How long do you have to pay on the car? What is your car payment? How much is the car worth? You should get online and see how much the car is worth before you go out there and purchase a car. If the car is today worth $10,000, well, you should pay at least maybe $12,000, maybe $13,000 for the car. You should not pay $20,000 for the car. You should not pay $15,000 for the car, $16,000 for the car, maybe $2,000 to $3,000, over the car. It's basic financial literacy. That's your job. What's interest rate? Can you afford the car? Write down how much you get per month and subtract the car payment, and subtract gas, subtract taxes, subtract insurance, subtract maintenance on the car. All that should be a calculation in your mind before you buy the car, right? And another thing we should teach our kids: stop buying these cars that's $24,000, $35,000. Financial literacy, the basics of it. It's your job to teach your kids the basics of financial literacy. Your kids should know how to set up a bank account, how to write a check, how to invest. And I'm talking about just the basic levels. I'm not talking about picking the correct stock and it goes to the moon. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just the basics. Start a Roth IRA. What's a Roth IRA? The basics, right? What is a Roth IRA? What is a custodial account? What is a brokerage account? You should teach them the basics, because you should know. If you have kids, you should know the basics yourself. You should know what a credit card is, a credit card rate. You should know interest rates. You should know this. And if you don't know interest rates and you don't know what's going on, at least teach your kids to research. Hey, look, I don't know the rate is right now, but let's look it up. I don't know this, but let's do a little research. I don't know how much car's worth right now. It could be a Honda, whatever, a 2015 Honda Accord. I don't know how much it's worth right now, but let's go online and do some research before we go to the dealership or before we buy the car. At least we know how much the car is worth. Let's do a Carfax on the car. Let's do that, right? The basic stuff, the basics. I'm gonna teach my kids, it doesn't matter how smart you are, let you stop and think. You gotta stop and think before you sign paperwork, right? And before how you do things. So it's your job to teach your kids financial literacy. Because if you don't, the world will do it. The world will teach your kids financial literacy. And the world will teach them the hard way. They're not gonna give them the easiest rate. They're not gonna go easy because these people want the most money doing the most money, like any business. So you have to understand what's going on. Financial literacy should be taught at home. It's not your job. It's not the school job to teach your kids how to write a check. It's the school job, even though it should be the school job to teach you how to pay taxes because everyone pays it. But it's your job to teach you finances. It's your job to teach how to pay taxes. It's your job to show how to file taxes. It's your job. It is your job to teach these things because it ain't the school. The schools are not going to do it. It's your job. Somebody got to teach them, and it should be you. I plan on teaching my kids financial literacy. That's the basics. Invest. Why do we invest? Savings, interest rates, dividend yields, stocks, different companies, car notes, interest rates, credit cards, loans, housing interest rates, how much a house costs, repairs on the house, and go to a step further. Hey, look, the car you got a nice car, cheap, doesn't mean you need money for down the road. You need money for taxes. You need money for gas. You need money for tires once every 3-4 years. You need money for oil changes, so you'll do it yourself. It's everything that goes under an umbrella on the car, and everything umbrella open a brokerage account. Look, my son, hey, look, you got a brokerage account. You're getting dividends, but you got to prepare yourself for paying taxes. So what can we do? So what can you do to prepare for paying taxes? You can save some money or take some of the dividends you're receiving, put to the side for taxes in the year or first of the year. You have your tax money. You got to pay taxes on this money. How you going to do it? How you going to accomplish that, right? You set up a Roth IRA. What funds and stocks are you going to buy, right? Basic fundamentals, right? Basic stuff, right? Teach your kids the basics. And you know the basics. If you don't know stocks or interest rates or credit card rates or whatever, because you're young and you're not even there yet, there's a good place you can go. That's called Google. And you can learn and look at horror stories on YouTube, how a high interest rate compared to a low rate. So that's the end of the video. Financial literacy is on your shoulders to teach your children because no one's going to sit down and show them the way, the correct way. They'll squeeze every penny out your child as much as they can. My name is King. Thanks for watching.